Well, everybody did that. I did that. Everybody did that at one time. Why didn't they just do that? Why write F double sharp? Why not just G natural? And if somebody had told me at the time, well, then you can have a leading tone to the key of G sharp minor. And I would go, who cares? But now I realize we gotta have a leading tone. If you don't have a leading tone, there's no tonality. It's gotta be an F double sharp. Any fool knows that. So, all right. Bottom of 269. Here we're going from B flat to A minor, so down a half step. Means we're going to use the dominant seventh in the first key, respell it as a German sixth, go to the new key. And since most composers spell it in the new key, well, they've spelled it for us F-A-C-D sharp. That's the way Schubert did it. So up there at the top, you've got, or toward the top, you've got that D sharp instead of an E flat. D sharp. And then the D sharp leads up a half step to the E. There you go to a 1/6/4 in your cadence in A minor. We're in B flat, going to A minor, going down a half step. E flat major. Goes to the dominant seventh. Okay, here's the dominant seventh. 1/6/4, 5, 1. So, what kind of mood is this? We're actually modulating down a half step, and we're going from major to minor. So we're going from this to this. Next to each other, there's a real depression feeling. Now, with the pivot, go to the dominant seventh. You still kind of get that depression, but it's so smooth, though.
It sounds more serious to me than depressed.
Oh, okay, good. But maybe that's a really good way to describe it.
It adds a certain serious quality.
Kind of like your life, you're enjoying yourself, and then you think of something really serious, and all of a sudden you're, oh wait, what was that coming up April 15th? I was supposed to remember that, and then everything gets really serious. So yeah, that could be the emotion that comes out of it. Whereas if you were just in B flat and you went to A flat, it's just all of a sudden a downer. But page 270. Here we're in D flat major modulating to C major. If you're going down a half step, that's the dominant seventh in the old key, the German sixth in the new key. So we were in D flat major, so there's that B double flat to scare everybody. So our dominant seventh, A flat, C, E flat, and G flat. Actually, we did this on the board a little while ago. Then it becomes the German sixth in C. And actually, he's spelling it in the old key. He's got a G flat up there, moving to a G natural. If he was spelling it in the new key, it would be an F sharp moving up to a G natural. So why would he spell it with a G flat? Who's it? Oh, Berlioz, the French. What can you say about the French?
And he's using the German.
I was about to say that.
And Wagner used the French sixth. Some composers spell it in the other key. And here it's for piano. So he's probably thinking, well, I've got an A flat in the bass. I've got an E flat there in the middle. It's probably easier for the pianist if I just keep everything in flats and spell it in the old key and then just go to the 1/6/4. But either way, when you're analyzing it, you have to figure out that that's two different things there. It's a dominant seventh in one key and it's a German sixth in the new key. bottom of the page, Beethoven. Modulation from C up to C sharp minor. Oh, C minor to C sharp minor. Ooh, this is a tough one. From a minor key of the half step to a minor key. This will not sound good without a modulation. C minor. It sounds like a cartoon or something, just pushing it up a half step, but especially minor to minor like that. So Beethoven's in C minor. He's using the German sixth in C minor. Respells it as the dominant seventh in C sharp minor, and moves it up to C sharp. So he's in C minor. Goes to the German sixth in C minor. Into C sharp minor. So the German sixth, because of that raised four, it adds a kind of a lift there, which you're going to get anyway, because you're going up a half step. But it seems to help mask the fact that you're going from a minor key up a half step to a minor. Tenoramente. Does anybody know tenoramente? Indication?
G, G, A,
No tenor. Tentative?
That's it.
That's dolce, that's sweet. Okay.
Is it like tender? Could be like.
No tenor. We have to find something else. Okay, page, next part, maybe we should wait until next time, because this is, I would go over the next page very quickly. I know, it's not saying much. All right, but from where we are. Will you have a final project to turn into on Friday? To turn in on Friday? Then I can give you this for Monday.
Okay. So, this is really useful.
Is that what you guys were
5, 7, 2 of German 6, down a half step. German 6, 2 of 5, 7, up a half step.
The example I just gave you,
And then this only works in this example, 5, 7, 4, 2, 6.
I wanted to give you one that wasn't out of the book because the book
So
tends to
we'll
have
see if they
piano
got that
things
right.
that have arpeggios and confusion. I wanted the first assignment
Yeah, Max,
to
no.
be a really clear SATB with
Thank you.
every beat. So, but let me tell you this, there are two modulations. You start in one key, in the second system you go to another key, and then you go back to the original key. And that right in itself ought to tell you
Absolutely.
what pivots are being used. So it will be a German 6 as the pivot in both cases. But I want to warn you, this also has some review in it. So there will be a common tone diminished in there. There's probably a Neapolitan 6. So there'll probably be a few other things in there as kind of review. But the modulation, since we're on the chapter of the German 6, they will be the German 6. So you can do that for Monday, and then Friday, turn in the final project, and we can set up a recording date. All right.
Do this on
Have a good day.
You just did it.
It's down there very. We got in there. He wanted to do grand duo as well.
What's up?
The
It's
solo
okay.
that I
You
did
didn't
last
miss much. They weren't having any trouble with it. It's just the spelling of the German 6 in 2 different keys. Just take a look at the first one.
Well, like I saw the Beethoven one, they used the G sharp instead of the A flat
Yeah.
and the key is C. So
Have fun with the German 6.
Kind of